The more forcefully we ignore something, the more power it has over us, and the more strongly it influences us. Looking undistractedly into the animal-derived foods produced by modern methods, we inescapably find misery, cruelty, and exploitation. We therefore avoid looking deeply at our food if it is not of animal origin, and this practice of avoidance and denial applied to eating, our most basic activity and vital ritual, carries over automatically into our entire public and private life. We know deep down that we cannot look deeply anywhere, for if we do, we will have to look deeply into the enormous suffering our food choices directly cause. So we learn to stay shallow and to be willingly blind to the connections we could see. Otherwise, our remorse and guilt would be too painful to bear. The acknowledged truth would also conflict too strongly with our self-image, causing serious cognitive dissonance and emotional disturbance. We choose to ignore and thus choose to be ignorant and inattentive. Being unwilling and unable to see, confront, and take responsibility for the hidden ocean of horror that our most basic activity causes to those who are as sentient and vulnerable as we have split ourselves into a schizophrenia of politeness and civility that lives uneasily with the remorseless cruelty that surfaces whenever we obtain or eat animal foods.
And pick on all the markets is what you do.
Yeah, honestly,
you could do this full time.
It's a free country, isn't it? It is, and we have the right for lawful protest. The man's trying to go about his business, isn't it?
That's the thing. That's what we're against. Yeah, we're against that. That's the idea.
We're here because
we're against the violence,
and that's fine.
That's on your conscience, though. That's on your conscience, isn't it?
I rescue animals. I have no money. I wish we were paid. Is everyone clear?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hang on a sec. Oi, don't get aggressive now. Come on, calm down.
Okay.
Well, don't bust a blood vessel.
I believe this split is the fundamental unrecognised wound we modern humans suffer, and from it many other wounds and diversions naturally and inevitably follow. It is so deep and terrible that it is taboo to discuss it publicly. Choosing to be blind to what we are actually doing when we shop for, prepare, and eat food, we blind ourselves not only to the horror and suffering we are instigating and eating, but also to the beauty of the world around us. This acquired inability to actually see and appreciate the overwhelming loveliness of this earth allows us to ravage forests and oceans and systematically destroy the natural world. Becoming insensitive to the pain we cause daily to defenseless animals, we also become insensitive to the beauty and luminosity of the creation that we oppress and from which we disconnect at every meal.
Disgrace.
We're going to let this guy through.
What's your backstory?
No, this needs to be reported. Look at their mouth. See them? With blue on their face. Side now. There's a trailer up there with some of the animals that are Did you get
He's there.
Oh, is it there? Look on it.
He's there. He's gone the other side. He's there. there he is.
It's a swan.